They say every storm starts small, just a whisper before the thunder, and for 12-year-old Malik Carter that whisper began with a lemonade stand on the corner of Maple and 3rd, a cracked sidewalk, an old table, and a dream, to buy his mom a new food cart so she wouldn't have to work double shifts. Every weekend, Malik set up his stand with a sign painted in his favorite yellow that read, "Malik's Lemonade, made with love." Before we start, hit that like and subscribe button, then comment where you're watching from. Your support keeps these powerful stories coming. Neighbors smiled when they passed, some waved, some stopped to buy a cup, everyone admired his spirit, everyone except her. Karen Wilkins, the self-appointed queen of the block, a woman who believed her porch was a throne and the street her kingdom. She didn't like noise, didn't like kids, and definitely didn't like Malik. That morning the sun was warm, Malik was humming, business was good. Then came the sharp click of heels. Karen walked out with her tiny dog and a frown big enough to block the sun. "What do you think you're doing?" she snapped. Malik looked up, polite. "Selling lemonade, ma'am." Her lips tightened. "Not on my street, you're not. You people always think you can just set up anywhere." The words cut deep. Malik's hands froze around his pitcher. "I'm not bothering anyone," he said softly. Karen scoffed. "Don't talk back. I'm calling the police." Neighbors peeked through curtains, phones started recording, and Malik stood there, heart pounding, trying not to cry. Minutes later, a police car pulled up. Karen waved them down like she'd caught a fugitive. "That's him. That boy's trespassing." Officer Briggs, tall and tired, frowned. "Ma'am, it's a lemonade stand." Karen barked, "It's illegal." The younger officer, Reed, knelt by Malik. "Hey, son, your mom know you're out here?" "Yes, sir," Malik whispered. "She's at work." Reed nodded. "Then you're fine." But Briggs hesitated, and Karen pounced. "You're just going to let this boy do whatever he wants?" she demanded. Reed stood, calm but firm. "He's not doing anything wrong, ma'am." Karen rolled her eyes, muttering, "Unbelievable. This neighborhood's gone downhill." Just then, a sleek black SUV turned the corner. Flags on the hood. People gasped. It was the governor's car. Karen's smirk returned, until the door opened and out stepped Governor Thomas Green himself. Cameras flashed. Reporters nearby whispered. Karen straightened her blouse and waved eagerly. "Governor." "Oh, what a surprise. I was just," but he walked right past her. He crouched beside Malik's stand, reading the sign. "Malik's Lemonade," he said with a smile. "That's a strong name." Malik stared, stunned. "Why, yes, sir." The governor picked up a cup. "How much?" Malik stammered, 50 cents. The governor chuckled, handed him a 20. "Keep it, son. This is the best investment I've made all week." The crowd laughed. Karen's smile faltered. "Governor, you don't understand." "I understand perfectly," he said, standing tall. "I came to see the young man making headlines for his hard work." He turned to her. "And you must be the one trying to shut him down." Karen's mouth opened, then closed. I was just concerned about what?" the governor cut in. "A boy chasing his dream? Or a world that's changing faster than your comfort zone?" The crowd murmured. Karen turned red. The governor smiled at Malik. "You've got grit, son. How about we make this official? You'll have your permit by tomorrow." Malik's eyes went wide. "Really? Really?" he said. "Keep shining." Karen's voice trembled. "You can't be serious." "I'm very serious," the governor replied. "In fact, I think you owe this young man an apology." The silence was heavy. Karen's jaw clenched. Finally, she muttered, "Sorry," dropped $1 on the counter, and stormed off. The governor chuckled. "Looks like business just got better." He shook Malik's hand before leaving to cheers and claps. Malik exhaled, relief flooding through him. Hours later, as the sun dipped low, Malik sat beside his mom, Denise, telling her everything. He said, "I'm gonna get a permit, Mom." The governor himself. She laughed through tears. "That's my boy. I told you, hard work pays off." Malik smiled, proud and peaceful. But peace doesn't last forever. As they packed up, Malik noticed a black car parked down the street, engine idling. The same one from earlier. A tinted window rolled down. Inside, a man in a dark suit spoke into a phone. "Yeah, it's him. The boy." The governor made contact. "We'll need to keep an eye on that." The car rolled away slowly, disappearing into the night. Malik frowned. "Mom, who was that?" Denise looked uneasy. "Probably nothing, baby. Come on, let's go home." But as they walked, a strange feeling settled in the air, like someone, somewhere, wasn't done with them yet. The narrator's voice fades in, calm but chilling. "They thought the fight was over when the governor showed up, but power doesn't like being embarrassed, and sometimes, justice brings its own shadow. Because when a black boy dares to rise, the system starts to tremble. They say success is sweet, but sometimes, it leaves a bitter taste for those who can't stand to see you win. 2 weeks after that unforgettable day, Malik's lemonade stand had become the pride of the whole city. The governor's visit had gone viral, news outlets, social media, even morning talk shows were calling him the boy who stood his ground. Orders came pouring in, donations doubled, and his mom's new food cart was finally on the way. But behind every victory, there's someone plotting to take it back. It started small, a letter taped to their door one morning. Cease and desist, unauthorized business activity. Denise frowned as she read it. Malik, did you tell anyone you were expanding? No, Ma, he said, confused. The governor said the permit was handled. She folded the paper, anger flashing in her eyes. Handled or not, someone's trying to scare us. She made a call to City Hall, but the receptionist said there was no record of any violation. Strange, the woman whispered. That letter didn't come from us. Later that evening, a black SUV rolled by their house, slow, deliberate, the same one Malik had seen that night. He watched it from his window, his heart racing. Mom, he whispered, they're watching again. Denise joined him, jaw tightening. Let them. We've got nothing to hide. But deep down, she knew this wasn't about lemonade anymore. This was about power, and who dared to challenge it. The next morning, Malik and his mom arrived at the lemonade stand to find it trashed. The table was overturned, the banner ripped, lemons scattered across the pavement. Neighbors stood around, shaking their heads. This is awful, said Mrs. Reyes from next door. They did it in the middle of the night. Malik knelt, picking up a broken cup, his hands trembling. Why would they do this? Denise hugged him close. Because you're making noise, baby. And people like that, they hate noise that comes from truth. But Malik refused to quit. He fixed the stand, taped the banner, and reopened within the hour. Crowds showed up in support, reporters, families, even a few local business owners who offered to sponsor him. Among them was a woman named Dana Wells, a sharp professional with green eyes and an ID badge that read Viridian Foundation. She smiled warmly. You're quite the young entrepreneur, she said. The governor's office mentioned you. How would you like to speak at the Youth Leadership Gala next month? Malik's eyes widened. Me? Really? She nodded. You'll inspire a lot of people, Malik. Keep being brave. But not everyone clapped. At the edge of the crowd stood a man in a black suit, sunglasses reflecting the sunlight. He didn't speak, didn't move, just watched. Denise noticed him instantly. Malik, pack up early today, she whispered. We'll talk at home. That night, she dug through her old documents, birth certificates, old tax forms, and then something she hadn't seen in years, a sealed envelope marked confidential, Governor's Office, Carter Family Records. Her hands trembled as she opened it. Inside was a letter, half-faded, subject, witness relocation, Denise Carter and minor son, Malik Carter. Relocated 7 years ago. Maintain confidentiality at all times. Denise's breath caught. No, it can't be. She sat back, tears filling her eyes. They found us. Malik peeked into the room. Mom? What's wrong? She quickly wiped her face. Nothing, baby. Just tired. But her voice shook. Malik noticed. Mom, is this about the black car? She forced a smile. Don't worry about that. Go get ready for bed. But when he left, she picked up her phone and dialed a number she swore she'd never call again. This is Denise Carter, she said quietly. They know where we are. Tell the governor, it's happening again. The next morning, Malik arrived at school to find reporters waiting at the gates. Malik, is it true your mom used to work for the state? Is the governor protecting your family? He froze. What are you talking about? One reporter pushed forward, waving a folder. Public records, kid. Your mom's name is on an old government relocation file. You weren't just some random lemonade stand, were you? By the time he got home, the house was surrounded, reporters on one side, flashing cameras, and on the other side, 2 men in suits stepping out of the same black car. Denise was already outside, standing firm. You're not taking him again, she said coldly. One of the men held up an ID. Ma'am, you don't understand. This isn't about protection anymore. It's about exposure. The governor's office can't risk what? She snapped. The truth? Malik watched from the doorway, confused and scared. Mom, what's going on? She turned, tears glistening but her voice steady. You're not just a boy selling lemonade, Malik. You're part of something bigger, something I thought I left behind. The men exchanged a look. We need to move you both. Now. But before she could answer, a black van screeched around the corner, tinted windows, no plates. The men in suits reached for their radios. "It's them," one muttered. "They found us." Denise grabbed Malik's hand. "Run." They bolted down the alley, Malik clutching his backpack, sirens blaring in the distance. The van stopped, doors flying open, shadowed figures spilling out. "Get the boy," someone shouted. Malik's heart pounded as he and his mom ducked behind a dumpster. "Mom, who are they?" he gasped. She looked at him, her eyes fierce. "The reason we left our old life. The reason you can't trust anyone, not even the governor." Footsteps closed in. A hand grabbed her shoulder, and she spun, hitting the man with a broken broom handle. He stumbled back, but more followed. Suddenly, bright headlights filled the alley. Tires screeched. A powerful voice shouted, "Enough." The light revealed Governor Green himself, stepping out of his car, flanked by security. "Denise. Malik. Get in the car, now." They hesitated, breathless, terrified. Malik's voice shook. "Why are they after us?" The governor's expression darkened. "Because the truth about who your father was, can destroy more than this state." Denise's eyes widened in horror. "You didn't tell him?" The governor looked at Malik, regret in his eyes. "I was trying to protect him. But now it's too late." Gunshots echoed in the distance. Security scrambled. The governor shoved them toward the car. "Go. We'll cover you." As the car sped away into the night, Malik looked back through the window, the black van chasing them, headlights flashing closer and closer. His mother clutched his hand. "Hold on, baby." The governor's voice came through the radio. "Get to the safe house. Don't stop for anyone." The sound of sirens faded, replaced by Malik's trembling voice. "Mom, who was my father?" She looked out the window, her eyes full of secrets and pain. "Someone powerful, baby. Someone dangerous." And then, a deafening crash. The car spun, glass shattering, darkness swallowing everything. The crash had thrown Malik and his mother into chaos of smoke, shattered glass, and sirens in the distance. Denise groaned, clutching her arm. "Malik, are you okay?" He coughed, nodding weakly. The black van screeched to a stop nearby. Footsteps approached. The door yanked open, and out stepped a man in a dark coat, his face hidden beneath the shadows. "You look just like him," the man said coldly. Malik froze. "Like who?" The man smirked. "Your father." Before he could react, headlights flooded the scene. Governor Green's convoy had returned, armed security pouring out. "Get away from them!" Green shouted. The man raised his hand slowly. "You can't bury the truth forever, Governor." Green's jaw tightened. "I already did once." Gunfire erupted. Malik pulled his mother behind a wrecked car, trembling. When the smoke cleared, the mysterious man was gone, vanished into the night. The governor approached, blood on his sleeve. "He's coming for you, Malik. Everything your mother tried to protect you from, it's real." Malik looked up, voice trembling. "Then I'll face it." He stood, eyes fierce, the boy who once sold lemonade now staring into his destiny. When truth comes knocking, it doesn't ask permission, it demands courage. The end. Comment below if you know you enjoyed the story. Also don't forget to follow, subscribe and turn on the notification button for more stories coming up.